Hello, my friends, and welcome back to another episode in the $5 thrift challenge. I took $5 into the thrift store with me, bought one item, flipped that item for some cash, and used that cash to buy multiple different items. And I've been doing that over and over again, only using the profit that I've made from that single $5 investment to grow it into this snowball effect where I have over $7,000 of profit sitting in our challenge bank, and we have hundreds of items in my inventory that I've paid for with only profit from that single $5 bill investment. So if you guys are here for the first time, welcome to the challenge. You can start at any episode and you are welcome to see what we're doing here. But I'm going to fill you guys in on what sold from our challenge from last week, and then we're also going to go thrifting, and today's video is very interesting. So I'm doing something I've never done before in today's video. So that will be very cool to see. Also, it leads to a lot of drama in my personal life, so we'll get into that. I almost didn't have a single sale to share with you this week. It's been over a week since I filmed last week's episode. I have been off on not vacation, I've been house sitting for my parents for the last week, and I didn't do a lot of listing while I was gone, and I quite literally sold almost nothing the entire time I was gone. So not my finest work week ever, but I thought I'd have zero sales to share with you, but I did sell 2 items last night, thankfully, before I had to film this video. So I thought I'd be honest with you though. Last week, terrible sales week. I think I maybe sold like 4 items total. I just happen to have 2 items to share with you today, but some weeks are just like that. Some months are like that when you're thrifting and reselling. Some months are better than others. Right now, it's a poor month for me. Maybe it's going well for you, but if you are not having a great sales month, if you are a reseller part-time, full-time, then hopefully that's an encouragement to you. First thing I sold since last week was a Reebok football jersey. I found this in the bins, and I think it's from Stafford. I don't even know what team this is. Detroit something. I think it's the Lions maybe. But this sold on Depop for $42.49. From $42.49, we make $40.64. And also, this video isn't necessarily sponsored by Depop. You guys know that I love Depop sales, and I have been working with Depop on other videos. And I just realized too that they have free shipping on Depop right now for any buyer. Sellers don't have to pay for it either. Y'all, if you are looking to buy something, look on Depop first. If you're looking to sell something, less fees, no selling fees, and free shipping. I don't know how they're doing it, but honestly, so nice. If you guys want to try reselling on Depop, I highly recommend it. It might take you a little bit to get started, but once you get the hang of it, you can really make good money on Depop. I have a link down below, so you can use that to sign up, and that also helps to support my channel. But then the second thing I sold last night, and I only listed it yesterday, and I really thought this was going to take a long time to sell, and I regretted picking this up from last week's video, but the Antica Sartoria dress, I picked that up. And I think I spent maybe $4, $5 for this, and it sold in one day for $30. I think this might have been a Depop sale as well. Am I wrong? I think this is a Depop sale. From $30 to make $28.50 heading into the challenge bank. So not a ton of sales to fill you guys in on, but I do have a plan to help address trying to keep some money in the bank this week. And that is a very interesting, not really idea I had, but my husband and I, we went to a baseball game last week. We live here in Detroit. We went to a Detroit Tigers game, and it was also a all you can throw out day in our neighborhood. A couple of videos ago, I went to an amazing estate sale. A lot of you guys probably have seen that video where I found Tiffany & Company planters. I found that vintage Lily Pulitzer robe. I found Prada shoes. An insane estate sale. So many good finds. On this all you can throw out day, I had been walking our dogs, and I saw heaps of bags by the curb, heaps and heaps. And so I don't go through people's trash as a rule, but I saw all those pieces, and I saw some furniture pieces by the road too, all things from the estate sale that I hadn't picked up, but I had seen. So I knew that it wasn't necessarily going to be trash in those bags. I was like, oh, it's probably things left over from the sale. So I convinced my husband. We showed up to the estate sale, the estate's driveway, and took 2 bags of trash. I brought them home, and then after I started going through it, I was like, okay, Jeremy, get out the camera. We need to start filming my dumpster diving experience because things got a little wild, and I found some crazy pieces in there. So let's take you back in time to when I was, dumpster diving at like 11 o'clock at night. Never ever done it before. Who knows if I'll ever do it again, but I think it'll be interesting, so I'll meet you there. Successful trash. Look, show them. This hood, that's a good find. That's why you dig through the trash. A pair of LL Bean moccasins They are real leather. I mean, they're free. So I guess maybe I'll keep them. They're cute. Put them in the keep pile. It's at this point that I had to retrieve my phone because Jeremy said I could get 1 bag of trash. I grabbed 2. But I have all of this. Hi, Odie. I pulled out this Lily Pulitzer little mug. I have this KitchenAid strainer. This I am kind of shocked by. I am so upset that they wrote on the box because I just sold an Hermes box for $40 the other day. But this little pouch might be worth something. I did find this vintage little 101 Dalmatians spoon. You guys see the little puppy? How cute is that? I found this Williams and Sonoma dish towel. This candle, some more candles, some brand new cleaner. I don't know what this is, but I'm gonna look into that. I don't know if this is anything nice, but this Ahava hand cream, a Joe Malone glass bottle. It has a little bit of perfume left in it, but I mean, I remember seeing this at the sale and I was like, huh, oh my gosh, I might have to go back for another bag. I don't know, should I do it? I probably shouldn't. No, I should really go back. Probably should go back. So many cool things. Like this over here, we have 2 different Bulgari soaps. I'm just like, what is happening? A L'Occitane soap. Now that is exciting. I'm very excited that I found that. And all this from digging through somebody's trash. Oh my gosh. Who am I? Is this exciting? I feel like this is kind of exciting. Oh my gosh. Things are getting serious. It is quite literally 10 o'clock at night. Do I need to be doing this at 10 o'clock at night on what is this? A Wednesday? No. I don't need to be doing this. This is crazy. This is wild. Here, let me put you down there. I just dug through those 2 bags of trash. And there were so many good things in there. I'm going back for more. I'm taking you guys with me. I put on my microphone. That's how you know things got serious. We are heading back. Sorry, my neighbor was out. How embarrassing. This is what I'm thinking. I just went there. Jeremy literally hid in the back seat while I was there because he felt like so embarrassed. I don't feel embarrassed. He was like, after I showed him a few of the things I pulled out of the first bag, he was like, okay, Bekah, you can go back, just don't get arrested. So I'm gonna try my very darndest not to get arrested while digging through other people's trash. But the crazy thing is, literally every time we have a garbage day, people are rifling through each other's trash all the time. So I don't feel weird about this. I also know these items are just like estate sale items. They're not just like trash. I found one used Starbucks cup in the bags of trash I just was going through. So I feel really good about this, and I also feel like I can obviously just wash my hands as soon as I'm done. Am I weird? Possibly. I have never done this before, but it's like I know what's in these bags. I've seen all of the items before, but that's what's happening. So I'm gonna go grab some more trash bags. We're gonna dumpster dive. It's not actually a dumpster, it's just literally trash by the road. I'm not mad about it though. Okay, see you guys in a second. I realize it's gonna be really hard for you guys to see this, but here are bags and bags of trash. Also, all of the box springs and mattresses are out here from the day, as well as this chair, which is oddly illuminated, but I literally think it's so freaking darling. Like, I thought about buying it the day of. It has a rip in it. Otherwise, I would take it home. Also, Jeremy told me I couldn't take it home because we don't need another chair. Oh my gosh, it's so cute though. Okay, now we're going to test by feel what I think might be in some of these boxes and go from there. I don't know. That one's soft. I think that's a keeper. Let's get this one. Y'all, there was a truck that drove through here with a trailer on the back of them, and they were picking up anything that was metal. And I swear to you, so they parked right behind my car, and they were getting some like scooters and pogo sticks and stuff from the house across the street. And I looked at them and I was like, hello, my fellow trash diggers. I didn't say that out loud. I just felt Really? Wow. It's dark. Okay. I just felt like we had a camaraderie in the dark of the night. Found a person that I could connect with. I think it is also important to note, Jeremy and I went to a Detroit Tigers baseball game tonight. So much fun. It was a Fourth Wing collab. So exciting. So cool. It was our first time going to a baseball game here in Detroit. So fun. Jeremy and I left early because we were both exhausted. We've been working on a kitchen renovation all week. We spent all of our Memorial Day weekend working on completely redoing all of our kitchen cabinets. Because of that, we were exhausted. So we left the game a little early. Came home. Jeremy joked, "Oh, do you want to swing by the estate sale house and look at their trash?" And I said, obviously, yes. And he's like, "Bekah, I was joking." I was like, "No, you said it. We're going." So that's how we ended up there. And that's how I ended up on this hour-long journey in the middle of the night going through people's trash. That's how we got here. That's how it's going. So I filled this Ella Bean, the boat and tote I got at the sale, with everything I found so far to keep. These are the 4 bags I grabbed that I went back for. So now we have I'm not going back. This is it. We have the rest that we're going through. I put on my flashlight this time. Last time I just did it completely by feel because I knew Jeremy was like super embarrassed wanting to get out there. This time I just looked inside the bags if I could, but I saw poking through here this Tory Burch box. I grabbed this. I have no idea what this is. What is this? Bold everything? I don't know what this is. It's a box? Oh my gosh. How cute is that? I don't know what it's actually supposed to be for, but it's like a little, I don't know what that is. I might look it up. It feels nice. Anyways, grabbed that. But I wanted to see what these were. I saw some of these boxes look nice, and as we've learned from my Hermes box whole experience, some boxes are worth money. I just found a Tiffany's box. Some of these are just probably nothing. Like, that's just trash. But I wonder if some of these could be worth something, especially as we get in here. Like, I want to look at the Tory Burch box. Yeah, that's a nice box. So I feel like that could be worth something. Especially, I don't know, there's probably nothing inside. No, it doesn't look like anything's inside, but at least just for the box, I'll keep the box. Especially if I find something from Tory Burch later on in like my selling journey, I can put it in there. So yeah, let me look through this and I'll show you if there's anything else worth anything. And just like that, I saw this light blue and I was just like, it just looks and feels right. So like even this, if I combine this with that little pouch I found earlier, heck yeah. Also, I did find this super cute La Durée Paris box. Isn't that adorable? Is this weird? I don't know, it could be weird. But these are little Ann Taylor boxes, but I thought those were really cute. I was like, I could use those for like when I have to ship out something small. It'd be really cute to put it in that. Am I becoming too extra? I might be becoming too extra. I don't need any of this, but oh look, Henry Bendel. Dude, where were all these things at the actual sale? How cool. Don't worry, I've been shaking things. And look at that, and here's the Jo Malone box for the perfume. Okay, I would not count that as a loss, that's a win. So I don't know if all the pieces are here, but I swear to you, I just pulled this out. I've been putting it together, I'm piecing it together. It is a turning Christmas thing. It looks like something goes there. I just found these. These are what the candles go to. I bet these hook in somewhere on the bottom because the light from the candle is what makes this turn. I just learned about these because my mother-in-law just gave me one that was in their family. Oh my gosh. Okay, so yeah, this is another tree. It probably goes right there. Oh, shut up. Are all the pieces here? And these hook in up here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, how cool is that? And with all the little, I don't even know if you can see it. Look at all the little angels on it. Oh my gosh, I think it looks like all the pieces are here, and it's like a triangular base. And so these probably fit in somewhere down here on the bottom, I'm assuming. I think it's all here. Okay, time to look it up, but that's pretty cool. I need to make sure all the pieces are here. I cannot believe what I think I have found in the trash. Literally in the trash. This was marked at $15 at the sale. I should have bought it there for $15. One very similar to this, I just saw listed on eBay for $1,900, and there was an active offer on it, and it's May. I'm trying not to like freak out because it's literally 11 o'clock at night and all my neighbors' windows are open and I'm sitting in the like interior, exterior, like the doorway of our house. Shut up. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What is happening? So this whole bag was a bust basically. There are just some random, I think mostly plastic Christmas ornaments. Although a win is that I did find this knee pad for house and garden. I literally told Jeremy yesterday how I wanted one of these, and now I got one. Freaking yes. What a day. I also found this adorable vintage little Christmas ornament in here. And it also says Merry Christmas, love Nicole, something Shaw, and Auntie Red. And it's marked 1987. That is so sweet. Isn't that darling? I don't think I need to keep it, but that kind of stuff makes me sad to see thrown away. It's really sad, but I cannot keep it all. I really can't. Oh, I did find this in the same... Actually, I did find this in that bag. Look at this. This cool, old, like, maybe Santa Claus, but it looks like it might be a tree topper. Isn't that cool? I'm going to do a reverse image search. Vintage Christmas things I know are worth so much money. Hi, Grace. Are you trying to join? Yep. Uh-huh. Oh, hi. Yep, she wants to smell it. So I don't know. It could be worth something. And I grabbed it. Hi, Gracie. Okay. Okay, girl. This little girl says, Mommy, you were gone all night, and then why did you start dumpster diving at 10 o'clock at night? Girlie, I told you it's Mommy's job. I gotta provide. Okay. I said I was not going to go back, but this is why I went back the second time. I looked and felt around for things that were soft because I had a feeling, since I knew some of these things were from the basement, I was like, what if they have more of those vintage baby clothes in this stuff? Gracie, no. Oh my gosh. Are these doll clothes? Oh my gosh, what are these? Oh my goodness, I need my other hand. Are these doll clothes? They're doll or baby clothes. Oh my darling winter me. Shut up. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I can't make this kind of stuff up. What in the world? I didn't even see these and I went through so many bins of clothes. I'm trying to get you a tag. Gosh. Samara. Man, the Philippines. This is my dream. This is my dream. What else do we have? I picked this up because I also felt like it might have, oh my gosh, a pair of J. Crew shoes. Just like, what is happening? What is happening? I almost bought those that day. Okay, but I felt glass in here for sure. So I'm going to have to look through and be careful because I know that there's some glass in here. I can feel it. Yeah, there we are. Like this. What does this say? Made in Italy. Light and music. Luigi something. Are you kidding me? Oh, they were at Bed Bath. Michelangelo Bergu. $5 at Bed Bath & Beyond. But, okay. Put that in the keep bag. Oh my gosh. Looks like silverware. I don't know anything about silverware. I mean, it looks nice. Not that I see anything marking it, but I probably won't keep that. This is weighted something. Well, that's exciting. These roaster pans. Like, I don't think I need them, but that's not a bad find in there for sure. So again, I was digging in here and then I saw this. I had no idea what this was, but then I looked at the bottom And I swear to you guys, oh my gosh, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it. It says Versace. This is a Versace perfume. And there's actually quite a bit in there. I mean, for it being used and in the trash. How exciting is that? So this might be my foray into selling home goods because I just found this and it's so heavy. I was like, what the fudge is this thing? That's in the back and it says Namby 2010 Sean O'Hara. I looked it up and apparently they make like soap dishes. And I just saw a recent comp for this exact same one on eBay for $25 and some of them sell for over $50. So, I mean, absolutely insane. I was looking through only the clothes at the estate sale. Oh my gosh, what is this? Oh my gosh. This vase, oh, it's probably chipped from being in this literal trash bag and me dragging it on the floor. I don't know what it says on the bottom. That's a beautiful vase. Oh my gosh. Shut up. Anyways, I was looking through only the clothes at this estate sale and I, found some home goods and I took my time, but like, you can only be there for so long. Oh my gosh, this is it's a Canon, it's a battery charger. I was about to say, this looks like it's almost the exact same one as the one I have. Interesting. I don't know about that, but I'm gonna hold on to that. We'll check into it. It's just like, I don't know how. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know anything right now. I feel like my mind has been completely blown and I am in this weird space where nothing makes sense and yet everything makes sense. Okay. Okay, Prada dust bag. What the fudge? What is happening? Guys, can you see what's happening? I don't understand. Holy crap. Guys, I am kind of freaking out. The silverware that I found, I mean, I don't know anything about silverware, okay? I was just like, you know what, I should just make sure it's not marked with anything. And then I looked at this serving spoon right here, and then, where was it? On the back right here, it says OC. And I was like, I don't know what that means. And then I was Googling, and they were like, okay, it could be a couple different things, but it could also be this one thing. And then I looked at the back of this one knife, and do you see this? It says Christophe Acier. And then it says France on this part of the knife. I swear to you, I looked up from this brand a salad fork, a single salad fork like this, sold for $175. A sold comp on eBay. I don't know anything about silverware, but I almost want to throw up because they all are marked with the OC. And I don't know exactly what it all means, but this one specifically is the only one that says Christophe, but it has the exact same markings around the outside of the silverware as the rest of them. So this could be very well the best thing that I found. I don't know anything, but I'm putting those in my finds pile, and now I'm like, should I go back and see if there's any more silverware? Like, I should jingle some bags. I think I might have to. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. Like, what is happening? Who am I? What has my life become? Wow. Insane. Absolutely insane. Okay, guys. I think I am officially a little trash panda, a little trash bandit now. Wow, that was an amazing experience. I have always wanted to go dumpster diving. Let me know if anybody else watches these videos. I feel like I see them in like my YouTube shorts all the time, where it's somebody dumpster diving from like behind a Bath and Body Works or behind an Anthropologie and just finding all of their discarded things that are perfectly nice. I would love to do that, but I am scared of being arrested. So let me know if you've ever done that. I have a full bag. Oops, sorry, little girl. I just stepped on my puppy's little paw. I have a full bag of things I rescued from the trash that I was like, wow, this is good stuff that is worth reselling. So as you guys know, I started with 2 trash bags. And then Jeremy saw everything that was in it. He's like, okay, you can go back. So I went back and I think I grabbed like 4 or 5 trash bags full of things. And I have so much profit sitting here and it cost me $0. Our challenge bank is staying the same, baby. We have nothing coming out of the challenge bank and only adding in profit plus some fun things for myself. Okay, let's start with the piece de resistance. Y'all, I cannot with this. I saw this poking out of the bag and I was like, oh, I think I know what that is. I am so excited. Okay, so this box even, somewhere in the box, I could have sworn it said made in Germany. So I put this together, it was in pieces. Guys, are we joking? Can you see this? Look at this. It's a 3-tiered Christmas swirling, twirling, like lamp, whirligig. I'm sure there's an actual name for this. I still need to put the whole thing together to make sure it has all the pieces. We have 3 different candle stands. So these attach on the bottom, and then you put, it looks like a red candle was in here, put the red candle in these, the flame and like how it moves the oxygen in the air, it makes the whole fan turn. And then on the top, we have all these different wings that set in on the top to make it like swirl. Very cool, really cool Christmas piece, vintage. I swear to you, this is probably the best thing I found in the trash. I am leading with something really good. It is so cool, and it's all these angels playing these instruments. I'm gonna have to put the comp up on the screen for you guys because I don't know if you'll believe me if you don't see it for yourself. I saw this piece listed on eBay for like $1,700, $1,800. Over $1,000 that was listed for, same company, vintage, made in Germany, same box even, and it had an active offer on it. Oh my gosh, I'm getting goosebumps. They're coming up. Holy monkeys. Even if I sell that for a couple $100 from the trash. From the trash. Also, when I'm filming this, we're in June right now. It's kind of the worst time to be selling some Christmas pieces, but I think, especially since it has an active offer on it, I feel like this is a great piece. Very excited that I found that. That was a crazy find. I don't know if I'll ever find something like that again in the trash. And let me reiterate one more time, I spent $0 for any of this, obviously. You guys saw me dumpster diving for it. Okay, this pair of shoes, I literally thought about picking up to resell while I was there, but I thought that they were still kind of steep, you know? Like, I think they were $9 or something. This is a pair of espadrille looking wedges from J. Crew, made in Italy, so a great form of the J. Crew shoes. They look to be in great shape. Perfectly good pair of shoes. A little bit of wear to the bottoms, but still, I mean, pretty great. And the other shoes I got from this estate sale were all in a size 6.5. So I'm assuming that's what the size on these is, probably 2. I don't see them listed anywhere. Oh, these are a size 7. So size 7, pair of shoes, easy, 20, 30 bucks probably for those. It looks like they're real leather. Then I found this like vintage Lowe's little utility like pouch, you know, belt thing. I used to use these all the time for my parents' business growing up. I was thinking this could be nice for when I'm doing a project. I could put my screwdrivers in that. Y'all know I've been doing a lot of house projects. We are currently working on our kitchen. We just finished painting and refinishing all of our kitchen cabinets. It's still a work in progress, but maybe I'll give you guys an update picture here on the screen. But y'all, I am pretty handy, and so we are trying to do some good work in our kitchen. We've been doing work all over the house, and you guys will see more of that. After the challenge is over, I plan to reward you guys with a house tour, so you can look forward to that. Here we have a Prada dust bag, and I was thinking either I can include this with the Prada shoes that I did buy from the sale, or I can sell the Prada dust bag by itself. Dust bags sometimes, especially for a name brand, like a very nice designer brand like this, sometimes they'll sell for like 20 bucks, sometimes more. So I do think that that still has some profit in it. So that's pretty exciting. I did pull this guy and keep him. I was thinking either to use for ourselves or I might be able to sell it too. It's a really cool vintage looking Santa Claus. Great Christmas decor, and it looks like it might be one of those things that you can put on an actual like top of the tree. So it could be really cool. I will look more into this. It's more primitive style, which is really popular right now. So it could be a good piece. I also could keep it for ourselves. So either way, I do think that was a fun grab from the trash, you know? And then I did talk about this. I saw this, which is a Canon adapter. Oh, there's 2 things in this bag. So I have to say, I own this exact same battery charger, but for my camera battery, the camera that I'm filming on right now. And these things are not cheap. And this is Canon itself, which is great. So I'll be able to figure out what this one goes to. It goes for the CB2LV battery. It doesn't have the battery in here, but I'm sure I can still probably sell this and make at least $10 to $20 because even having the charger, a second charger would be so nice. I have one for my camera and I am constantly switching. As soon as I'm done filming this, the battery comes out, I put it on my charger, switch another battery in. So having a second one to put somewhere else in the house would even be really helpful. And then this is an LG travel adapter. Interesting. How long are you? I mean, I could look into if I can sell this LG travel adapter. Honestly, that's something that I probably will just end up donating. I don't know if I need to worry and mess around with that because I actually know something about the Canon battery charger. That seems more important. But if you guys have any qualms, let me know. I'm sure I will not get to dealing with all this stuff before this video goes live. So I'll put that in a separate pile. Then you guys saw me grab, this is so interesting. This is a Versace fragrance and it still has some in the bottom here. I know I could probably sell it just like a partial, but I also feel like I could just give this to GU and she would love it. But it's Versace Woman. And so I don't know how old this is. I would guess fairly old. Like this strikes me as being an older piece. But it smells really good. So, I mean, ooh, it smells really good. That smells really good. Makes sense, it's very expensive. Has almost like an ambery scent underneath, which I personally love. I don't need another perfume because I have been really blessed and gotten a lot of free perfumes over the years from doing my job. So I think I will probably give that to GU or somebody else in my life who will appreciate it even if there's not a full bottle. Like, they almost threw that out. That was probably like $50 to $100 probably worth of perfume left in that bottle, which is crazy. Then you guys saw me find these empty boxes. Absolutely crazy. The Tiffany & Company box, now that's wild. That is wild. So now I have this box, and then later on, I did find the Tiffany & Company. So I have that box, and then I found the other box that somebody wrote on. I hate that they wrote on this one. So that one probably is not sellable, but who knows? And then the last thing I found, that was Tiffany & Company. Tiffany & Company. I found Prada and Tiffany & Company in the trash, was the Tiffany & Company little bag that a piece of jewelry came in. So now I can lot that together with this box, and the two of those together are worth money, I'm sure. So I haven't looked into all of these things yet, but even the Joe Malone box, I think is a really cool piece. I could see myself lotting together some of these empty boxes and still being able to make money, like this Henry Bendel box. This is a nice brand too, New York. And then I have the Tory Burch box that I showed you guys too that I found. So I feel like I could lot some of these together, and I know they're just boxes, but again, me finding that Hermes box really sparked something in me. I did keep these 3 boxes. These are just Ann Taylor boxes, but I love the little ribbon on them. I think it's really cute. Like, look at this tied. I'm just gonna keep those and put it in my gifting area, and then I can use those for little gifts in the future. Super cute. Super cute, and rescue some things from the landfill. And let me be truthful and be real. Like, I did not rescue every single piece. I couldn't find a use for everything. Some of it wasn't that super useful, but I do enjoy rescuing a few pieces. Like, I also grabbed this box. I thought this was absolutely adorable with the little pieces of cake all over it. And it's from La Durée Paris. So I'm assuming this might have had actual like macaroons or something in it at one point. But again, I thought I could use that for gifting. Okay, all those are boxes. This is crazy to me. I remember seeing it there and I was like, that's kind of expensive, so I didn't buy it. A Lily Pulitzer travel mug. I kid you not. I found this and I believe I could probably resell this for at least 10, 20 bucks. It looks like it's still in pretty good shape. It does have a little bit of, you know, discoloration on the inside, but I also can use some vinegar and descale this really easily. Maybe even throw it through a washing cycle and it'll be as good as new. So again, great piece. Lily Pulitzer in the trash. I just can't make this kind of stuff up. It's so interesting, the things people will throw away. This is very interesting. I knew that this felt nice. Also, in case you're wondering, I am still smelling that Versace perfume. It is on me and it smells so freaking good. I am very pleased with that. This, I didn't know exactly what it was, and I definitely read it wrong. I thought it said bold everything. It says hold everything. And from doing a reverse image search, this is a jewelry case. Hello, there you are, guys. Wave to yourselves. This is a jewelry case from Hold Everything that I think was sold. I think they said, oh gosh, I know I'm gonna butcher this. Was it at Williams and Sonoma? It was either that or like Bloomingdale's or something. And it actually had pretty good comps, like 30 bucks for this little pink thing that I grabbed out of the trash. Obviously, the most valuable thing so far has definitely been the Christmas thing, but I'm not mad about anything else I found. I did rescue this little, not set, I guess, but just one glass and one wine glass. Y'all, I don't drink, so I know nothing about wine or glasses, but this is Light and Music Luigi Bormioli, made in Italy. It just sounded nice. I felt like, okay, maybe it's crystal. Look into it more. And it says it was originally sold at Bed Bath & Beyond. So I don't know. They were perfectly nice, perfectly good pieces. The very least I can do is I can donate them. Then let's talk about the little clothes I found. I'm so excited about these clothes. Absolutely crazy. Look at this first little thing. Is this not so truly adorable? And from the side here, this is a vintage Cabbage Patch Kids outfit. So I need to look more into this, and I'll throw up a comp on the screen if it's worth something. But especially some of the vintage Cabbage Patch Kids things are worth good money. Some of the vintage Cabbage Patch Kids are worth money. I don't know Cabbage Patch Kids as well as I know some other things, but I am always excited to find a vintage piece like that. And then I'm assuming that this is also from the Cabbage Patch Kids because it looks about the same size. There's a little dress, so a doll dress. Now this, I believe, is for an actual kid, and I love it. Look how cute it is. Truly adorable. This little, like, almost like pair of overalls with these little flowers and this little embroidered little piece on the front. So cute. I love the purple. I'll do a little stain treatment, and I can then use that. And then there's this piece, which is a pink little, I believe, a blouse. It might be a dress, but this is a vintage piece. It's from Samara. It's polyester and cotton, made in the Philippines for a size 0 to 6 months. So look at the little collar. The little Peter Pan collar is truly adorable. Obviously, I will wash that, and then we'll see how it looks. And then the last piece I pulled out, this I think is also maybe a doll piece because of the Velcro on it. Yeah, it says Cabbage Patch Kids on it. There it goes, Cabbage Patch Kids. It's kind of like a towel material, little blue dress, I would say. So those 3 Cabbage Patch Kids things, I'm very curious about those. I don't know how much those are worth, but I mean, obviously I will look into it. And then y'all, the first thing I pulled out, very first thing, this hood, I am shooketh. This is like the Lord looking out for me. This has the Patagonia logo on the inside of the hood, and I have the matching coat that this goes to. This is insane. I don't know if you can see the Patagonia logo embedded in here on camera, but it is there, I promise. And it matches the jacket that I have that had the removable hood and I couldn't find anywhere. It was somewhere in all this stuff. Oh, I found one more box. I forgot about this. This is a very expensive company. It's a jewelry company, and it's from Tacori, T-A-C-O-R-I. So, I mean, some of their pieces are thousands and thousands of dollars. So again, maybe somebody will want the box for that. I have all of these empty boxes that we'll see. I'll piece them together. I also grabbed 2 strainers. What an interesting random haul. I did grab these 2 strainers. This one is a KitchenAid strainer. So I do think there's probably some kind of worth to this. No idea what it could be worth. I also have this strainer, and I was thinking about keeping it for myself because I don't know, I don't own one, and I felt like maybe I could use this to make, like, I don't know, strain something out. If not, I'll donate it instead of throwing it away in the trash to go to a landfill. It might still end up going to a landfill, but at least it'll have a chance to make it one more stop. I did keep the pair of Lands' End moccasin slippers. I'm still on the fence on if I will try to resell these or not. I'll do a reverse image search. It appears real leather. They do have a little bit of wear to them. That's the only reason I'm kind of on the fence, but they are a size 7. And so we will see. Those might be worth reselling. Now I found these way before I found that Christmas thing. Here are 3 red candles. So I'm glad I kept these because these will fit perfectly in the Christmas spinning thing. I was like, why 3? Why are there only 3 of these? They wanted $3 and $2 for these candles. They wanted $2 for a single red candle in a box. These are really nice candles. They're from the Candlelight Inc., makers of fine candles since 1840. So extremely nice candles. Would I have picked red for myself? No, except for Christmas. Now I have things to stage the Christmas thing with. I love this. Isn't this so fun? I hope you guys are finding this as contagiously fun as I am. Like, I am hyping myself up all over again from all of this. Okay, then we have a Williams & Sonoma kitchen towel, which Williams & Sonoma is super expensive. I think that this is so nice. It has some stains on it, but it's a kitchen towel. I might just use this in my kitchen. I'm gonna do a little, you know, throw all of this through in a cycle load. But again, I'm fairly confident all these things went straight from that estate sale to just being bagged up and put by the curb until little old me found them and brought them home. I do have one single random kind of tan candle that will make a way into somewhere here in my house. I have a good idea of where I can put that. This, I think I might have talked to you guys about this when I was going through the bag of stuff. This is a soap dish, and it's from Nambe, N-A-M-B-E, from 2010 by Sean O'Hara. It is a little cute little soap dish, and it should resell for $25 to $30. Little curved guy, absolutely darling, super sweet. Then we have all the silverware I was talking to you guys about. I couldn't find any more silverware anywhere. I did consider going back just to look for silverware, but then I did some research, and this is a Christoffel piece, but Christoffel Acier is what this says on it. And I have learned, I think that this might be a lower end of the Christoffel silverware. I do think it's still really nice. And I do have I think I have a full set here. I might even, I have 2 forks, a salad fork, a spreader, and a knife. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these. List them somehow. But I do think that these, at least all together, might get me 50 bucks. It could be more than that. The knife, especially since it says Christoffel on it, I think could be worth the most. But, oh, they all do say it. Oh my gosh, it says it right here. I couldn't see it. Can you see that? It says Christoffel Acier right there. Shut the front freaking door. Okay, I need to do more research. If you guys know anything about silverware, let me know. This is my first time ever doing anything with silverware. It's not in my wheelhouse. So hopefully one of you guys, if it's in your wheelhouse, share some information with your girl. I do have another empty thing. This is from John Hardy. It is a little pouch. Again, I need to look up so many things. I don't know anything about any of these things, basically. This Jo Malone has a little bit of fragrance in the bottom of this, but even so, I think it's a beautiful bottle. These are expensive. I could even just give the bottle to my host daughter, and she probably would really enjoy that. And she'll get a few squirts out of it as well. This vintage Walt Disney 101 Dalmatians spoon. Isn't that so fun? I thought that was so cute. Again, do I know anything about silverware? No. Did I grab it? Yes. We'll see if that was worth it. Oh, I found another spoon. This is the small spoon that goes with the set from Christoffel, whatever. And then we have a variety of sachets. So I found this little pine cone vintage looking pillow thing. I thought this would be kind of cute to put out at Christmas time, either like out on my back porch, front porch, something. I don't really care super a lot about it, but I think it might be filled with pine. Very interesting. Got that sachet. And then, I don't know if you guys know this about me. You might not. I absolutely am obsessed with lavender. I thought about making a lavender character to make the character of my channel at one point. Since then, I have kind of steered away and gone towards more of like an Otis direction. But I do have all of these little lavender embroidered sachets. So adorable. This one's not lavender, but it's a little heart. I think it's so adorable. If you guys have any advice of what you would use sachets for, like look at this little one. So cute. This one, I really like this one, and I'm thinking about just putting it on a shelf or something. It's got the embroidered lavender on both sides. This one is a lavender A, which my last name is Allison, in case you guys haven't realized. And then we also have this one, Dubrovnik, but I just thought these were so charming and I thought they're adorable. So I had grabbed them just so that they, you know, want to go to the trash, and then we'll go from there. Is this fun? Hopefully this is fun. I think it's fun, but who knows, you know. Then she must have gone to a really high-end hotel at some point, because I have 2 Bulgari soaps. Eau Parfum soap, which, I mean, Bulgari is a designer crazy brand. And we also have this Bulgari soap, which it says Bulgari on the back of this one as well. And the last one I have is this L'Occitane soap as well, which L'Occitane is super expensive and super nice as well. Extra gentle verbena soap made in France. So bougie. Like, I can even put these out for when guests are here. They're wrapped, they're completely new. So happy with those. This is a Hava. I feel like, is this expensive? I feel like this is kind of expensive, right? This is what? A mineral hand cream. So if it may needs a little hand cream. This is this vintage, I would say, yeah, German little box of a puzzle. How cute is this? It's a little wooden box, and you open it up, and then it's a puzzle, but it has a different puzzle on like each side of it. And then there's also the cards on the back, so you can match the picture to the puzzle. Adorable. They don't make things like this anymore, guys. How cool is that? I'm keeping that for us. Love that for us. We have one more little Christmassy kind of twig thing that kind of goes in hand with the Santa, but that is very much so up my alley for decorating for Christmas. Keep that for me. Last thing in my bag before I get to it, just a few items up on my mantle, is this, the Waterworks candle. A candle by Waterworks. This is originally a $36 candle. They wanted $8 for it. I found the box and the candle actually separate, but eventually I realized they go together. This is the jasmine scented candle from Waterworks, and it looks actually like it's only been burned maybe like one time, and it smells really good. So I won't sell it. I'll just add it to my candle collection. And I mean, free candle, I'm not mad about that. Smells good, smells like a flower. Now this I feel like is interesting. I've been wanting one of these pads to put my knees on while I'm gardening for a while. I was planting the other day, and I'm also really allergic to all nature, and I was like, it would be so nice to not be kneeling in the grass. Look at that. The Lord provides a free kneeling pad. Love to see it. Then we have a cleaning product. This is brand new, never been used. It is a 7th generation cleaning product from Target. You can see the Target thing right there. It's a disinfecting hydrogen peroxide cleaner. Easy peasy, fragrance free. It's just a cleaner. That's amazing. Free. I'm gonna use that in my house. I'll use it in a bathroom or something. Then the very last pieces I have this very small little shaker. It was probably like a pepper shaker. I only found one. I think it's adorable. My husband's been wanting a little salt shaker to put in his lunchbox to take with him to work or to just leave at his office. So I will clean this bad boy out, and then he will have a little free salt shaker. And then the last thing I got is this vase. I found this vase in that bag. Now, because probably it was in the bag, that's probably where it got this, is a little chip back here on the back. But you're only gonna see half this vase at a time. So I was thinking this would work really well in my house, actually. I love this green color. I love the shape of the vase. Isn't that beautiful? For free. I love this. If I saw this at a thrift store, I'd probably buy it, and I got it for free instead. So I feel like that is quite the win for a haul of things I found in somebody's trash. I've got silverware worth money. We've got vintage Cabbage Patch Kids clothes. I need to look those up. All those empty boxes I can sell. I found Versace perfume, a pair of J. Crew shoes, the soap dish. I've got the Christmas thing. That is the thing that is probably gonna make me the most money. The Lily Pulitzer mug. Absolutely wild what I found. I found Prada, the Prada dust bag, the Tiffany's bag in box as well. Mind blown. This is your sign. Next time there's an estate sale that you really enjoy near you, wait until trash day and maybe go through their trash. It might just end up being worthwhile. If I sell that Christmas thing for a good amount of money, you guys, this will be the craziest haul of my life. I cannot imagine how this will turn out. So yeah, there we go. We didn't spend a lick of money today, and hopefully we'll make some good money from these pieces I dug out of the trash. I am a little bit behind on listing, so I need to get listing some of the pieces from the last 2 weeks. I hope you guys enjoyed digging through the trash with me. It actually ended up being a little bit of a problem for me in that I was digging through the trash at like 10:30 at night. I didn't know we had quiet hours in our neighborhood. They started at 11 o'clock at night. Our neighbor got really mad at me for being outside making noise, and Gracie barked at like 10:30 at night, and he got so mad that he threatened my husband the next day to report us to our city government. It was quite a time. Things went awry. The first and only time she's ever barked at night. He's a real tool, but yeah, can talk more about that next time if you want. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you guys in next week's episode. Bye.